Guys, how you doing? My name is Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. On today's show, it's an unboxing, first look, walk around, and a burn off of the Pit Boss 1150. Stay tuned. Guys, my holiday show is taping Wednesday, December 9th. I'll be giving away what you see and more on the screen, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. You gotta be in it to win it. I got some fun merchandise, holiday merchandise, Holly Molly Day merchandise in my Teespring account. Make sure you check that out. Information down below. Alrighty, look, I have everything unboxed. I got everything out here on the deck. I'm going to lay everything out on a table and we'll go through the assembly pretty much step by step. It's not a difficult assembly. I'm hearing, I'm hearing under an hour. Most of it is the bottom, but we'll, like I said, we'll take a look at that together. But unfortunately, I did, the pit did take a couple hits. I'm not going to blame this on Pit Boss. I mean, first off, this pit is built like a tank. I mean, just the steel or the metal or whatever's used is thick stuff. This is a heavy pit. I mean, the whole thing weighs, I think, about 220 pounds. The body alone is probably the majority of that, but even the legs and the grates and everything has a nice weight to it. So it was definitely packed good. The part that took a hit was the shelf on the bottom. And as you saw when I was unboxing it, it was kind of on the side of the barrel. It did protect the barrel. There was some styrofoam there. But when I show you it, you can see, because again, this is a thick piece of steel. Something hit it pretty hard. All right, you can see here, I mean, she's smashed up pretty good. And like I said, this is a heavy piece. I mean, this piece got to weigh, I'd say, a good 20 pounds. So something smashed against it pretty good. I got that there. And also the handle here. There's a side handle that's connected to the hopper. Okay, that got a little scuffed up there. I'll contact Pit Boss and let them know. Got a little scuffed up here on the bottom, but that's no big deal. I can bend that up, and it's also on the bottom. While I'm here, I want to show you this clean out or this pull out. If you unsnap that, let me see if I could do it. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with it. I'll show you that later, but you pull this out here and it exposes your fire pot and also, I believe, your glow plug. So, you know, that's innovation right there. And so I'm definitely looking forward to check that out. That's easy clean out. Other than that, I'm going to get everything on the table here laid out. I'm going to go ahead with this put together walk around, because I believe I can add this shelf when Pit Boss makes good on it and sends me out a new one. So, hey, the show must go on. Alrighty, look, I got everything laid out on the shelf here, and basically what you have is a couple of the wheels, right? You got the 4 legs, the 2 shelves, you got the stack, and look, that's pretty much it, man. I see this as a well, hopefully a pretty easy put together. But what I want to do right now, first of all, I want to apologize for the wind. I mean, we're going to be getting blown around. You're probably going to pick up some feedback in the mic, but what I want to do is just take a walk, a look around on the package. He's put so much into this. First of all, this is about one of the the nicest looking pits that I've ever owned. I mean, I've checked it out in person, I've seen it online, and now looking at it here unassembled, it's just a gorgeous pit. It's a heavy pit. Okay, and a couple things just to point out over here. We got that Smart Tech controller. I'm hearing mixed on that, so we're definitely going to look into that. We got the Wi-Fi Bluetooth ready, mixed on that. We're going to look into that. But we do have a 5-year warranty. That's pretty much one of the best in the business. We're looking at 215 pounds. You know, like I said here, this is an 8-in-1 cooker. You can sear, smoke. The sear is one of the things that draws me to Pit Boss. I mean, that's a, you know, that's one bad, you know what, feature. We got some braising, some roasting, some char grill, some baking, and of course barbecue, smoke. I mean, you could do pretty much everything with this pit. So I'm real excited about it. And let's get on with the assembly. All right, as I mentioned, we got our screw kit. That's not that bad, right? We got our shelving, we got our 4 legs here, we got a handle, and we got our another shelf, and we got our casters here and our smokestack. So that's pretty much it. So look, the first thing we're going to do here is get the legs off the table and onto the pit. All right, look, what I'm going to do here is unwrap all 4 legs. First up in the assembly will be the 4 legs. And the first set we're going to install are the bigger wheeled legs. Both of these go opposite the hopper. And these will be the wheels with the axle, right? We'll cover that later. Now, the one thing nice about this whole installation is they don't give you a bunch of different screws, right? The majority, 80%, 90% of this installation is going to be with the same screw, same lock washer, and same washer. Only going to line up one way. And look, the toughest thing here is just reaching in that barrel there and being able to attach your leg. I'm using my screw gun. That's giving me an extra 8 inches that I don't have to reach, and just enough to get it done myself. You may need a second person here. And both legs are 3 screws, 3 lock washers, and 3 washers. And now, reminder, you do not want to tighten these legs all the way because you have to fit the shelf in there. Oh man, I mean, this is pretty ingenious how that burn pot comes out. I removed it here to maybe help me reach in for the legs. You know, looking back on this was one of the more easy pits that I've ever assembled. Alrighty, look, so we've come to a little bit of a crossroad in the assembly here. So what we did so far is we got our 4 legs on. That was easy, and those are your first couple steps. And now we're onto the shelf, which is actually really a brace for the pit. And since this pit weighs a whole heck of a lot, what I'm going to do is everything kind of lines up. I got the dent out in the back, so I'm going to install this shelf. I'll get it all nice and tight, and we'll be able to continue with the casters and the wheels. More importantly, I got a Sunday gravy cooking in the house that is just, whew, oh man. I'll tell you, I got to get this online. This recipe, this Sunday gravy recipe is about, that dates back maybe 60 years, maybe longer, into Brooklyn, New York. It's got the meatballs and it's got the sausage. And this is a gravy, this is not a sauce. Alrighty, so basically the shelf, you'll leave those legs loose. That's easier to get the shelf in, line up the holes, and you got basically 1 screw, 1 washer, and 1 lock washer. Now, because of the damage to my unit, I could not get that screw to reach, so I went in my bag of screws and got a longer screw. You know, I feel this shelf is very important in the stabilization of the grill, so I had to install it. Oh, man. Alrighty, look, from there what you want to do is get your 2 casters, right? The wheels with the casters, I do believe, and you'll get those screwed in. And obviously you'll do both sides, Alrighty, look from there, you'll go down below and you'll get your bigger wheels in. Now basically you have an axle, a big washer, and the wheel, and your cotter pin. Put the axle and the wheel through. Next, you'll slip on your big washer right there, and then you'll clip it with that cotter pin. Very simple. And that's a nice heavy wheel. And there you go, right? You got the 4 parts to make this work. There you go. And that's your hood stopper. Now of note here, don't go crazy looking for the screw because it is already installed on your pit. So just take it off, put your stopper on, and screw it back down. And that's a nice, sturdy stopper. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, from there, what you want to do is get your front handle on. Again, all the hardware is already on the handle. A little bit difficult here trying to get it on camera. Otherwise, I mean, it's pretty easy peasy. Again, all your hardware is already screwed onto the handle. Now from there, what you'll do is you'll wrap around to that side shelf. Basically, this is 4 screws. And again, a screw, lock washer, and washer. You know, very easy to get on. Of course, when you're trying to work the camera, it gets a little tricky for me, but otherwise simple. From there, we'll move along to our stack. You got 1 gasket, and I do believe you will have a screw, lock washer, and washer. Your smoke adjuster, your top will get screwed in from there. There you go. And now you'll use that to regulate some temperature, right, as you learn your pit. Now the most difficult part of this installation, or this assembly I should say, was those little front brackets there for the front shelf. Basically, you got 2 of these brackets, you want to screw them in. And now you'll notice a little notch on your shelf, and you'll see that little thing sticking out there. So you want to put that notch in there, and then you want to screw in. You got a screw right there. You see the notch right there. Got a bushel, you get that in. Kind of like a long washer, right? And then you got your locking nut, you'll put that in. That's a self-locking. Now you don't want to over tighten it because you want your shelf to be able to move up and down.
Guys, look, it wasn't bad put together. I mean, it was easy. It was mostly just bottom parts, the legs and so forth, the shelving. You know, this front shelf here. That was probably the difficult thing, and is actually one of the easiest grills I've ever put together. Not only that, this is one of the most heaviest grills I've ever put together. I mean, this sucker is built like a tank. I mean, this hood alone probably weighs 20 pounds. 32-pound hopper. I'm not sure how long that will last, but I'm pretty sure it's perfect for an overnight cook. So look, what I'm gonna do here is clean up these boxes that are blown all over the place, get this bad boy put into place, and fire it up. It's the burn off, and it's coming up.
Alrighty, look, because of the length of this video at over 14 minutes, I decided to put my burn off on the next video. So stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to drop a couple Pit Boss videos here. You check those out. I'll see you there, and we'll see you soon.